Coming up today, we're joined by Boudicca.
We're not the only ones on bills that's chigs anymore, which is spectacular.
We'll update you on some changes to Bar on the Hills Off the Rails Fest. And Dan will let you know where you can get your trivia on. Produced on Awabakal and Warramai Land, this is The Good Stuff, powered by BYD on Newcastle Live.
This is
Good.
good stuff.
The good stuff! The October long weekend is going to be packed to the brim with local festivals, including Dashville Skyline, West Best Blockfest, and, of course, Off the Rails, which announced last night would be condensing their Newcastle festival due to average ticket sales. The festival will now be held across one stage inside Bar on the Hill without Mark of Cain, who withdrew last week due to injuries. Off the Rails will still feature locals including Dust and Rave Tapes and will be closed out by Amel and the Sniffers. To find out more, head on over to newcastlelive.com.au. Local punk rock band Boudicca played a knockout set over the weekend at Thrashville. Boudicca have been around for a while now and have amassed a solid following, so I started off by asking them what's changed on the scene in their opinion.
That kind of got into appreciate live music differently because they turned 18 during COVID, and then we're kind of in that generation where they really appreciate getting out and enjoying live music now, and make the most of local shows. So it's really cool. Yeah.
We're also not the only band of chigs now, so.
That's also
we're not
positive.
the only ones on bills that's chigs anymore, which is spectacular.
Sometimes there's two bands. It is better than that, I'm taking the piss.
Sometimes it's all chigs, which is spectacular. Just for reference, I'm using chigs with a G as a gender neutral.
Beautiful.
Femme presenting.
Beautiful. We love that. We love that.
But yeah, so that's a lovely change of pace.
Yeah, and how do you feel that's affected Boudicca, having more chigs?
It's definitely made us feel more at home within a lineup. Also, safer, I think, is really important. The safety aspect is not something that, I gave too much thought to, but you really do notice a difference, I think. Just feeling that freedom to be who you are and know that there's people on your level, in terms of understanding and are there to have a good time and care about women. So that's also a plus. Yeah.
Spectacular.
So what's coming up for you guys? What's next in store? Because you've just dropped an album. It was a while ago now.
It was a year
ago. Quite a while.
Last Saturday.
Sunday? Yeah, so it turned 1 last week.
Yeah, so we could...
Emotional moment.
Wow. I can't believe it's been so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's not that long ago, but because there was a couple of different phases of recording that, and they happened either side of the second COVID lockdown. So the album's not that old, but at the same time, we've been sitting on it for a lot longer since it's been released. So but yeah, it was cool to see it turn 1 because it's just such a long process.
Yeah.
And do you feel like, considering it was 2 parts of recording, do you feel like there's a kind of split within the album, sound-wise, or...?
I think there would be, but the second part was all of 16 seconds that we had to amend out of the whole album. So I was we waited the whole lockdown just to do that. I was finally.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. At the time, I was very frustrated, but in retrospect, it's hilarious. It's really funny. But we've been in the studio very recently.
Yeah, very recently.
Yeah, with Joe Anderson's at Wood River back in Newcastle. So we're really excited to be releasing a little EP soon.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Hopefully a new single out very soon.
Yeah.
Very soon.
Yeah.
Can you give us any hints as to what to expect?
We played it tonight, so...
If you weren't here.
Yeah.
Third time we played it?
Yeah, I mean, if you weren't here, what to expect? Pretty well thematically very similar in terms of celebrating very,
angry cheeks.
Angry chigs, yeah, throughout history. And yeah, also I feel like we've grown a little bit. There's some cheeky stuff in there, and short and sharp and nasty.
Yeah. Nailed it.
That sounds really exciting. Thank you so much for spending some time with us
Thank
today.
you so much for having us.
us.
Yeah, no, thank you.
This is where it sounds good. Good stuff.
Alright, it's time to get your Tony Barber on. Here's 3 pub trivia events that we recommend this week. Tonight, you can head over to the Sydney Junction in Hamilton for their trivia night. Kicks off at 7 p.m. Tomorrow night, we're heading over to Good Folk Brewing for a bit of a beer and a couple of trivia rounds. And on Thursday night, fans of Avatar The Last Airbender should head over to Jules Tavern. But don't take our word for it. Head to the trivia guide on newcastlelive.com.au to find out for yourself.
Good stuff.
That's it for the good stuff today. I'd love to say a big thank you to Boudicca. Be sure to go and give them a follow to keep an eye out for their upcoming EP. Thanks heaps for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow from 4 p.m. for more of the good stuff.